Students, welcome back to the biology class. We are discussing chapter tissues. As you know, all plants and animals are made up of cells. Plants are made up of plant cells and animals are made up of animal cells. Also, similar kind of cells group together to form tissues. We already discussed that tissues can be of two types: animal tissue, which is collection of animal cells, and plant tissue, which is collection of plant cells. We studied plant tissue in detail in the previous classes. Today, I will be introducing different types of animal tissues. Animal tissues are primarily of four types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. First of all, let us discuss epithelial tissue. Students, our cell phones have back cover to protect the inner chip from water and dust. Similarly, we have delicate organs inside our body which needs to be protected. So we have an outer layer of tissue known as skin, which form the upper topmost part of our body. Skin is continuous layer of cells, and the tissue which forms the skin is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is formed by epithelial cells. It protects the internal organs from mechanical injury. Let us discuss nature and structure of epithelial tissue. Epithelial cells in epithelial tissue are arranged end to end. Very little space is present in between the cells. The shape of the cells can be flat, cuboidal, irregular, or in the shape of columns. Functions: epithelial tissue act as barrier and protect the body from foreign invaders, so it is also called protective tissue. It covers the external body surface with skin. It also lines internal organs such as kidney, heart, and blood vessels. Types: there are four basic types of epithelial tissue: squamous epithelium, which consists of flattened cells; cuboidal epithelium, which consists of cube-like cells; columnar epithelium, which consists of tall column-like cells; and ciliated epithelium, which consists of again column-like cells with cilia at the top. Cells in these tissues may be arranged in a single layer or piled up each other in two or more layers. Let us see this video for better understanding of the topic.
After learning about plant tissues, let us take a look at the various types of animal tissues in details. In case of animals, where the body is expected to perform uncountable functions simultaneously, it is obvious that the number of tissues will also be innumerable, right? So how do we study all these? Well, we don't need to worry. For simplicity, we would prefer dividing all the animal tissues into four major categories depending upon their functions. Firstly, we have the one for protection, then another for connection, followed by movement and locomotion, and lastly for transmission of signals for quick and efficient work. Based on this, we get the four major types of tissues as epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. So in this video, let's begin with the first type, that is the epithelial tissue. As the name says, epi is above, thus epithelial tissue is the one which lies above the entire body, forming a protective covering. Along with covering the body, it also forms a barrier between the various organs separating them. Now the structure of the epithelial tissue is quite evident from its function. Yes, since it has to perform a protective layer, it cannot afford to have spaces between the cells. Hence, we find the epithelial tissue to have tightly packed cells forming continuous sheets. The tissues lack intercellular spaces.
So students, in today's lesson, we introduced animal tissue, in which we studied epithelial tissue, its nature, structure, and function. We also studied four types of epithelial tissue, that is squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, and ciliated epithelium. I hope you have understood and enjoyed today's lesson. We will be discussing the doubts and queries of this topic in our virtual class. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.